Hey again, guys, Miss Super here. This is actually an add-on video from my first video in which I'm practicing Renegade by Styx for the MWROC Orchestra Camp. And I just wanted to share something that I realized shortly after I turned that video off. So I've been practicing a little 16th note riff. I've been mainly focusing on the left hand, but I'm getting some trouble with my right hand, with my bow hand, keeping that control in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to experiment, and that is part of practicing. I'm going to experiment with bow placements. And each bow placement has its advantages and disadvantages. It all depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If I'm closer, then my arm is closer to my body, and it's more proximal, so I don't have to move as much. If I'm out here, I have to do more effort to get the string crossings, but here, not as much. So there could be said something for that. But at the same time, if I'm trying to go faster, like out here, may not work so well. Yeah, because I'm having to do a lot more arm movement. But here, the bow is uneven in weight. Most of the weight is up here, and so I could lose control a lot easier. So I need to find the best possible place to put my bow in this riff. My metronome's set for 100. If I go faster than that, I'm starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. But since I'm experimenting, I want to slow it down a little bit, and I can always speed it up later. So 100. I'm going to start with what I know is not going to work. I'm going to do it up here. Okay, I was just surprised. I was convinced that was not going to work, but I actually got it better than I did over here. I had a lot more control. There was less crunchy sound. It was smooth. My left hand, the notes even sounded more in tune. I need to make a note of that. So I want to go to the other opposite end, where I thought would work better in terms of proximity of my arm, and here we go. Alright, so that didn't work so well. It was a lot more crunchier, a lot more rigid and, not rigid, scratchy in sound. I had to move my bow closer to here to get anything done, whereas here I was able to extend, and I think just being able to extend my arm maybe helped it relax a little bit, I don't know. Now I'm going to do the middle of the bow. Okay, so right there. Okay, so the middle worked better as well. So I'm going to do anywhere from about here on up to on that section. I'm going to do some more experimenting with that. Some things I need to consider is it is going to go faster, so as I go faster, that place is going to change slightly. It is forte, loud, so up here might be better for playing softer, down here might be better for playing loud. I need to experiment with that. One of the best things I'm going to do is when I get to the camp, watch, sorry I got distracted there, watch where our band leader, Mark Wood, puts his bow, and watch where the experts put their bow. So there's going to be people who've already been practicing this. The guy who arranged this is going to be leading us. So I need to see where he's putting it and try to emulate that. Basically, if you want to lose weight, you learn what skinny people eat and you copy them. If you want to become a better musician, you find out what the great musicians are doing and you copy them. So that's what I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks. I hope that helps. And I just wanted to share that little experiment with you. As you practice, do not be afraid to experiment. Go based on the guidance of your teachers because they've done a lot of experimenting for you already. But it is still fine if you want to just see what happens if you try this. Go ahead and do it. Consult your teachers about it as well. Get guidance and explore. This is all about learning, as I said before. It's not about the final product, it is about the process. And have a great one. Take care.